Financial advisors use a number of tools to assess a client's risk tolerance, which is critical when developing a custom investment strategy to meet their goals. Now, joining me is Jay Dworsky. He's the founder of Dworsky Wealth Management in Minneapolis. So when assessing risk tolerance, which is something emotional, what are the factors that you need to be considering with your clients?
Well, risk tolerance is pretty much two factors. You have the tolerance of someone's headspace, what they're willing to risk, and then they have risk capacity of what their, really what their net worth is allowing them to do.
So Jay, how do you start this conversation with your clients?
I like to start with just generally talking to them where they're at and their knowledge about what they think about risk, and I have a couple of tools that I like to use that are interactive, that allow them to see their risk and that they can play with it with a computer, and it allows us to have further discussion on what that might look like with their own numbers.
Now let's talk about risk itself. What's the difference between risk tolerance and risk capacity?
Well, the tolerance is more, when the market goes up or down and there's some large swings, and it's really tied to what their expectation is, and if it's a little out of whack, that tolerance might be lower than if they had more education. Over time, I see that my clients have a larger tolerance for risk the more they're educated. And their risk capacity will gain the more money they have at their disposal.
And finally, how should risk tolerance actually change over time as clients get older, for example?
Risk tolerance can change over time through gaining more money, absolutely. Also, just having more knowledge about how markets work and the tools that they have, and that they're behind what we're trying to accomplish, so that they can have greater income in retirement.
That's Jay Dworsky in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This has been Retirement News Online.